Can a super in-depth putter fitting fix my putting on the greens? I've been so bad recently. You've seen this in my vlogs, there's been some comments about it. It needs to get better. So let's go see if Edel, with their master fitting setup, can sort me out.
So when we do fittings, and we'll test this, how do the lines on your balls affect your aim? So especially for a better player, we'll know at the end of the fitting, effectively, like whether it's hurting you or harming you. One of the reasons why I use Bridgestone is just because there's a lot less going on the balls. Smaller logo.
I'm not allowed my line.
No.
My comfort blanket's gone.
Just for the initial aim test, what we want to do is just see, like, what is the putter?
Yeah.
Are you able to aim it just as it is? And then we'll start to build in, again, a few more different things to kind of test. So really simple. Take your putter, and we've just got a little mirror, and that goes basically just on the front. And what I want you to do is basically aim your putter. When you think you're aimed at the hole, which is the white disc, let me know. I'll take away the ball and we'll see where you're aimed.
Yeah.
There. So a little bit left, but more or less we're straight there. So what we'll do is get you to step up, step back in. Just go through your normal pre-shot routine as though you were going to take it. So
that's good, because I'm normally really left.
So that's interesting you say. So what
This
we end
was
up
the only putter that I didn't aim like over here.
over here.
Yeah.
So if at address you're aimed right, but you're still holding putts, you're doing something in your putting stroke to basically bring that putter face back to square at impact. So consciously, subconsciously, you're making manipulations, compensations for basically a right aim bias. And that bias can be anywhere. And it's not like better players always aim it well. I've had tour players that don't hit the backstop from 6 feet. I've had really high handicap golfers that hit it dead every time. So we know that we've got, with that putter, a right aim bias, okay? With no line on the ball. So what we're gonna do is, just for giggles, let's see how you get on with that. So better, but still right edge. So the reason why we're not right at the laser and we're a little bit higher is that we do have a little bit of loft on our putter.
Yeah.
So as the laser comes out, hits your putter face and then rebounds back, it'll be a little bit higher than the laser is. So we're looking at something about where it is, about 6 inches above that point. So overall, aim-wise, we're pretty good. What we'll do is we'll set you up in a couple of different things, try a couple of different putters, and if nothing else today, if we have a putter that we can aim and then we can control distance on, that's great. Maybe what we'll do, we'll go there and I'll build you something that looks very similar to what you have now. And then we'll go on to the next step. So we're going to build you one initially that looks a lot like yours. So this is basically our Newport 2 equivalent. This one is face balanced, but it's using basically a long neck, plumber's neck. And what we're going to do is just look at lie angle. So again, same thing. We get you to step in. When you think you're aimed, let me know.
Yeah.
So very similar. We know that shape and hosel is going to work well for you. Just out of interest, what we'll do is give you a slightly different lie angle. So again, everything is the same, but we'll just see if we can get you in the center of the hole. So shaft is identical, grip's identical, head's identical, everything's the same. The only thing we've swapped out is that bit there. Yeah. That's at 68 degrees as opposed to 70. We're effectively changing one variable at a time. So that putter is sitting a little bit flatter on the ground. Yeah. Okay, so closer to the middle. Going from 70 to 68, we basically have given ourselves a little bit better aim. Sometimes if we've had injuries or as we get to a little bit older, we tend to go a little bit longer. It allows us to stand up a little bit more. But if you don't have any problems spending hours and hours and hours practicing your putting, then there's probably not issues with regards to putter length. So we'll get you to go in just one more time, set up as though you're going to hit it, and when you think you're there, let me know. Yeah. Okay. So still a little bit right edge. We definitely have a right aim bias with a plumber's neck and a blade. So what we're going to go into now is I'm going to keep you with a blade. I'm going to keep you at 68 degrees. I'm going to keep you at 33 inches. But I'm just going to give you a different look with regards to hosel. The only thing that's slightly different is we've gone from a plumber's neck to a single bend.
It feels flatter. Don't know why.
And when you think you're there, let me know.
Yeah.
So that's brought you.
See, that's what I told you before when I had a one of these bends I was left.
You were left. So what's interesting is the only thing we've changed is hosel.
Yeah.
And the hosel has literally brought you from the right side of the hole to the left side of the hole.
I also felt like when I was over it there, like I didn't really know where it was pointing.
Okay.
Whereas before I felt quite confident it was kind of nearby.
So let's take a little look. And once we settle on lie, length, we'll cycle through head shape and we'll just see if between a blade, a mallet, a fang, and then a modified notchback, if there's anything that stands out immediately as, you know, this is kind of the one for you. So again, we're not a million miles off, but if we can get you center cut, then that would be really good. So left again. You know, it's a little bit higher than we were before.
Yeah.
So we're loft-wise, we're quite consistent, so that's quite good. We've gone from right edge to left edge. So at this point, quite happy with that.
Yeah.
So let's just cycle through head shape to see if there's anything that gives us anything that really stands out.
So which of those hosels would you stick with?
So at the moment, quite happy with the 70 and at 33. There we are. Yeah, just on the right. The only thing that's changed is head shape and it's gone you from left edge to outside right. Does head shape make a difference? Absolutely. Yes. Have you used anything other than?
I had a PXG mallet.
Mallet, okay. So you're used to looking at a variety of...
I've used loads. I have used any type of foot possible. Always looking for gains.
So when you think you're there, let me know.
Yeah.
So consistent with left. What we know is blades push you right, everything else pushes you slightly left. I'll be honest with you, the leg time in aiming was quickest with the mallet. And oftentimes when we get over a putt, the quicker we aim and the feel that we're comfortable, is that we're not fighting trying to aim it. Yeah?
I feel like I knew more where it was with the blade.
With the blade. Okay. So for whatever reason, I think it might be the tiger effect. Most better players will end up going with something like a plumber's neck. The other thing I wouldn't mind trying is just a double bend on a normal blade as well, just to give us that look of it going forward. Yeah, so let's try that as two options. And the one thing we haven't really done yet is start to look at alignment aids. So again, head to head, you've got basically two blades, similar hosels. One's a plumber's neck, one's a double bend. So, but everything else is equal. When do you think you're there?
Yeah.
So you spent literally no time aiming that and dead center. Now, out of interest, it's exactly the same lie angle, exact same shaft grip, everything is identical. It's just the hosel slightly different.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing that changes is plumber's neck to double bend, and we can generate a response like that. So with that in mind, let's go back to the double bend. When you think you're there, let me know. As soon as you get in, no faffing about. When you think you're aimed, you are.
That's so weird. If you asked me which I preferred the look of, I'd pick the other one.
Sometimes we don't pick the putter picks us, yeah?
The wand chooses the wizard, Mr. Potter.
The fact is that you get in over the putt, and when you think you're aimed, which is really quick, fractions of seconds, I'm there. You're not aiming it, you're not doing whatever, when it looks right, it is. So we're not saying that you can only aim blades with forward set double bend shafts at 33 and 68 degrees. What we're saying is that instinctively, this is a really good match for you.
Yeah. I like to see a long line.
You like a long line?
Yeah, that's the only thing that annoys me about mine is there's nothing on the top line.
So you like one on the top?
And I would have one on the back. Yeah, if you said just draw what you want, that's what I'd draw. Let's
see. So we know it works really, really well without the line. Does it still work the same?
Yeah.
Oh
no. That's not good news. But also, I would line that line up to a line on the ball. I wouldn't line it up to a blank ball.
Let's do it.
It also depends how well you line the ball up, doesn't it?
You can do it without a line on the ball or on the putter fairly quickly.
Yeah.
There you go. So if you want to keep using a line, and you want lines on your putter, it's a decent combination.
I would never put short distance on the course without a line on my ball though. I just would feel uncomfortable doing it.
And I think this is the thing to keep in mind is golfers with higher golf IQ, so you know why you do what you do.
Yeah.
Where a lot of people, they'll come in and say, oh, you use a line on the ball, why do you use it? When do you use it? How do you use it? And they'll say, I see the guys on telly use it. And that's a
That's
reason.
you guys.
You seem to know what you like. Works together with the lines on your ball. So happy days. We know it works for you now. We're not focusing at all on aim at the moment.
Okay.
We're really bad at judging distance, if I'm quite honest. Not you, everyone. So what we're gonna do is use your paces. So 5 paces. 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I want you to do is,
Gotta get this as close to the line as possible.
yeah, without going over and without leaving it short. So you were really good at aiming. We'll just take a look at distance control.
How quick are the greens, anyone?
We'll give you a few.
Oh.
"15 feet, roughly, 5 of your paces, that's dispersion." Okay, so, I mean, chances are you're not gonna 3-putt any of those, so not too bad at all. You're gonna be able to kick most of those in. I think we can improve on that. Okay, so what we're gonna do, start working with the weights. We can add weights to the head internally in the shaft and then counterweight as well. So I'm gonna start you off with 15 grams. So I'm gonna give you that. So what I want you to do is just take a couple practice strokes with that. And you're almost thinking about weight and balance of the putter and almost trying to feel that putt. And then I want you to get in and hit just one putt. And depending on how you hit it, I will adjust the weight and we'll see if we can get dialed in.
It
Okay.
felt heavy when I was swinging it, but it came off soft.
What we're trying to do is align what we think
Yeah.
we're feeling and then match that up with what's actually happening.
Because I like to put a dead weight, but I've been feeling like the ball's just come off the face so fast recently.
Okay. Good. First one on the line.
That's good.
How did you feel about that?
Good.
Good.
Felt
Okay.
nice. Felt lighter than before.
Yeah. So 5 grams, that is this much weight.
That's literally nothing. That literally feels like a ball marker for context for people.
Yeah, less than like even a coin. The reason why sometimes I chat between hitting putts is because what I don't want you to do is get dialed in and you just get muscle memory and you can just rattle off 6 or 7. So what I want you to do now is basically set up and a couple of like, just feel the putt again. Okay, so that's fine. So what we're gonna do is just get you to take your normal grip, and based on that, just gonna give you a little bit of weight and we'll get in and just hit one.
That felt like the ball came off quicker.
Your putting stroke was a little bit more efficient as well.
You mean I didn't do this?
You have a tendency
To do that?
to do quite a long
Yeah, I know.
backstroke. So as your backstroke comes back quite long, and then it almost looks like, similar to what you said, a dead weight putting stroke, but it almost looks like you're slowing down
Yeah.
as you come through. When we fit, we're looking for really tight dispersion. And when the putter comes off the face, you should know it's gonna be long, short, or roughly straight on. And we're just trying to align what you perceive, and then does that match with reality? Yeah. What did you feel with that one? When it came off the face, did you feel like that was pretty close to where you expected it to be? Good. Okay. So once we start getting consistent results, then we'll just see if we can start to get some repetitiveness.
That was slightly consistent, wasn't it?
If we compare it to your current gamer, so fairly consistent, nice tight grouping. Yeah. So what I'd encourage you to do now is just take it for a spin. Hit some long putts, hit some short putts. Once you put in a few reps, then we'll just come back, we'll dial it back in, and we'll just make sure that we kept our gains.
Take it for a spin. I'll never come back though. That's the problem. That was nearly a 1-putt spin. Look, everyone's seen how bad my putting's been on this channel recently, so you know this is not a fluke. So if I was going to put a really nice edit in of me there, smashing putts everywhere. Oh, what was that? I mean, what am I even doing?
So just a little adjustment, just with that internal weight.
I don't want an adjustment.
The good thing is we can always put it back.
That came off quicker.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you know better than anyone whether that feels right to do. So putter that you've used thousands and thousands and thousands of times, pretty decent aim, right aim bias, but dispersion, even for 15 feet. And then basically a putter that you've just started using today, dead center, and distance control, pretty much spot on.
Very good, which is what I've been really bad at. So you can't even say I'm just having a good day.